walking on my own or with other people, talking or not talking. A very excellent book about hill walking by Nan Shepherd. It's absolutely superb. It's the only book I've ever read that captures what ought to be, what you would want, and what you experience walking in the hills with somebody or on your own. It's absolutely phenomenal.
Lots of people, lots of, people around my dinner table, people having tea with us. The boys and, the kids all being around with their girlfriends and their children, and I get this sense of last Christmas we were all together. We're not always all together at Christmas, but last Christmas we were all together. So I have 3 grown-up boys and a boy and a girl who were 12 and 10, and we were all together with their wives and their partners, and I sort of get this sense of sitting there going, I did that. Look how clever I am, I did that.
What brings me joy is, and more being grateful, I think, is having the food on my table, and being grateful for that. Just little things like being secure in my house.
Music, my girlfriend, my friends, family.
Waking up and having my daughter jump into bed with a big grin and smile, and that.
So I think those moments, it's that sort of thing. It's to just be where I'm supposed to be in my family, where I belong, with them all happy and laughing and enjoying themselves. And
what brings you joy?
My dogs. Getting tattoos.
How many do you have?
26.
26 tattoos.
On one body.
2 dogs.
And 2 dogs.
Seeing how my little girl is growing up, and it might sound funny to say this about a 2-year-old, but she's at that age where she's picking up words very quickly. And sometimes it's not just, joy means several things. Sometimes the joy is comedy, where she might repeat some of the colourful language that Michelle uses, and she can pick that up very quickly. So that's great to see. But in other ways, it's actually watching her develop, and compared to other children as well, little things like how they construct sentences where they're starting to inquire. It's not just, you might turn the light off and she'll ask a question of where did the light go, okay? But she starts to answer or ask other questions around why did this happen, or how did that happen? So it's kind of where you see that wiring taking shape, and you kind of go, she's asking quite interesting questions now, especially for a 2-year-old. I'd absolutely love to see it.
Just simple things. I think we think that joy will come from success, joy will come from lots of outside sources, but actually usually it can be snuggling up and the rain hitting the window pane and you sitting there with a warm cup of tea feeling very jammy, and that's joyful. Other times it can be watching your kids, out on a playing field or something like that, just going nuts. Other times it can be just small, little, simple things. And I think if we learn to find joy in the simple things, we will definitely feel more joy as a whole.
What brings you joy?
Life. Yeah, living's cool. But then at the same time, you got to balance it out. Dying's fine as well.